and it's gone.
What?
It's gone. It's all gone.
What's all gone?
The money in your account. It didn't do too well. It's gone.
So before we get into the actual list, I'd just like to give my current thoughts on the state of Monarchs. Have Monarchs gotten any better? Yes. But sadly, so has the rest of Duel Links. So basically, if you're looking for some meta-defining deck list, I'm afraid Monarchs just ain't it. For now. Keep in mind, this archetype has still got a lot of room to grow, since there are still some really powerful TCG support cards that haven't been released into Duel Links yet. So the deck list I'm about to show you is only a small taste of what Monarchs can really look like. Also, as a side note, I did notice there's this cheeky Neos Fusion Glow Up Bloom combo people are using to search for your new boss monster, but for the sake of my comment section, despite how competitive that probably is, I'm not going to use Neos Fusion. So let's get into the deck list. So Monarchs as an archetype are extremely straightforward. You have a bunch of big dudes and a bunch of little dudes, and simply use the little dudes as tribute to summon the big ones. So let's start off with the little dudes. Keep in mind, all of these guys have 800 attack and 1000 defense. Landrobe can be special summoned from your hand by targeting one of your opponent's monsters and changing it to face down defense position. When tributed, you may target another monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense in your graveyard except itself and add it to hand. Eidos on normal or special summon allows you to tribute summon a monster in addition to your normal summon or set per turn. Once in the grave, you may banish him to then target one monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense in your grave except itself and special summon it. Garum can be special summoned by returning one tribute summoned monster to hand. If tributed, you can add any monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck to your hand except itself. So as you can see, basically all the little dudes have ways to search for each other and resummon themselves. Now we got the big boys. Mobius is a 2400 attack, 1000 defense monster who when tribute summoned can destroy 2 spell or trap cards on the field. Zaborg has the same stat line, only this time he can destroy 1 monster on the field. Granmarg once again has the same stat line, and when tribute summoned will destroy 1 set card. And finally we have the new boy, Erebus. This card is a 2800 attack, 1000 defense monster who can be tribute summoned by tributing 1 tribute summoned monster. If tribute summoned, you may send 2 Monarch spell trap cards to the grave with different names to either shuffle 1 card at random from your opponent's hand back into the deck, or shuffle a card from the field or grave back into the deck. Keep in mind, this is non-target, non-destruction, not even banish removal, so it's pretty insane. When this card is in your graveyard, you may discard a Monarch spell or trap card to target 1 monster with 2400 attack and 1000 defense in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Now obviously, we need some spell and traps to go with this boy's effect. The absolute best target for this is the Prime Monarch. You can ignore this card's main effect, as all he will ever be used for is once in the graveyard, you can banish 1 other Monarch spell or trap card from your grave to special summon it as a 1000 attack, 2400 defense monster. This can be done at any time, as I'm pretty sure you can imagine, it's a very useful effect in a tribute summon deck. The first Monarch can special summon itself as an effect monster with 1000 attack and 2400 defense, and on summon allows you to discard a card and select an attribute. It will count as 2 tributes for that chosen attribute, so in this case you will choose Dark if you want to use it to summon Erebus. Escalation is a continuous trap that allows you to conduct a tribute summon during your opponent's main phase or battle phase. This effect is actually really cool and kinda helps with Monarchs not really having a turn 1 play, so because we like this effect so much, we also play Arrivalrivals. This is a quick play spell that allows you to do a normal summon during the battle phase. The final piece of the deck that I'm going to talk about is the skill. The skill I chose was See You Later, which simply allows you to bounce one of your monsters back to hand. Honestly, I don't know if this is the best skill for the deck, but it certainly does have some good synergy as it effectively reloads your Monarch cards to use their tribute summon effects again. Alright guys, that's basically it for the toying part of this video. The rest of the video will just be a bunch of gameplay showing this deck list in action. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, comment if you have any questions or feedback, make sure to check out my Discord down below. And if you happen to have $1 lying around and wish to support me, feel free to click that join button down below to support me directly, as well as gain access to a few little neat perks. Enjoy the gameplay!
Duel! 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 Duel!
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh.